Every day, millions of dollars of listed securities are bought and sold on the New York Stock Exchange.
A so-called micro investing app on your smartphone, like Robinhood, Acorns, and Stash, apps that make it easier than ever to invest on the go with zero experience and little more than pocket change to pony up. Is that a good thing in a fluctuating market? It depends on who you ask, what you're after, and even how addicted you are to your smartphone. Before we go into all of that, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Stock brokerage app Robinhood lets you buy and sell individual stocks for $0 a trade. Download the app on your phone, follow a few prompts, fill in a bunch of information like your home address, your social security number, link that to a bank account. Setup takes less than 5 minutes total. And then, well, I let the app pick a stock for me at random. Hey, look at that. As of right this moment, I own one share of Sirius XM, worth $6.32. I now repeat this process with 2 more of these kinds of apps. Acorns lets you round up credit and debit card purchases to the nearest dollar and then invest your digital change. And Stash. Now, this is my personal favorite. It's fun, it's super interactive, it's loaded with educational content, and lets you find stocks that align with your core values, with options like clean and green, equality works, and live long and prosper. Now, back to my original question, are using these apps a good way to invest, especially in a fluctuating market? Well, my stepson and his friends, all of who are in the app's sweet spot target market, that is to say millennials, median age 28, well, they say, absolutely, they're a great way to invest. Why? They tell me they use them to learn about the markets, save money, and, quote, gain perspective on their financial futures. What they love about them, obviously, how easy and familiar these kind of apps are for a millennial to use. Their low barriers of entry, much lower than traditional brokerages. Having a hand in their own investments, they love that. And every single micro investment app user I've talked with says they now have more money sitting in these kinds of app accounts than they did a year ago. Much, much more than they would have had that same money been sitting in a traditional bank savings account. But investment and finance experts far and wide say, not so fast. In fact, the word casino keeps coming up. DIY investors need to do their homework. Don't spend anything that they can't afford to lose, and follow the tried and true advice to saving money along the way. Quote, if you're in a financial position to use these apps, that is, if you're already saving 15% or so of your income for retirement, you've already built up an emergency fund, and you've paid down high interest debt, well, then sure, they can be a great way to learn about the markets. Now, funny enough, the final warning about using these apps comes from both people using them and loving them and financial experts watching these kinds of apps explode. Beware of trading one online obsession for another, they say. So instead of obsessively checking their social media feeds, they're now obsessively checking their stocks. Who, me? More details about everything we talked about here in the column with this video at usatoday.com. I'm Jennifer Jolly, and this is Tech Now.